February 15th. It will be Love at First Fight, where the match we just mentioned just now will be a 6XX tag team match featuring the Angels and Koko taking on Mickie James, Anna Tan, and Renegade Dyva of Sex and Violence. An epic clash when these 6 teams get in the ring. And so many scores will be settled, hopefully, in this matchup. And of course, the enforcer said if Koko and the Angels win, then the Angels will get an automatic women's title shot against Sex and Violence, and Koko will get an automatic XX title shot against Mickie James in the near future. And believe me, so many rivalries, so many scores will finally be settled in that match. I love that first fight. This match by far will be a must-see on the card. And of course, it'll be a last man standing match between against Planet X and Goman. Now, claim to fame, we saw these two get in the ring, and that was a normal match, and that was a total slam fest. And believe me, now that it's gonna be a last man standing match and a love at first fight, this match will be this match will bring down the house. I promise you that. And we thought we got something special at last time, but this time, forget. When those two guys enter the ring, it's gonna be a bloodbath. And then Pimps and Thugs are now gonna be competing against Sex and Violence, Gene Starwin and Ross Riverdale Mitchell in a TLC match, tables, ladders, and cans match for the vacant UWA Tag Team titles. Now, since that match was thrown out, the titles remained vacant, and since, well, the number one contendership was stolen from the Mythbusters and given to Sex and Violence, there'll be now Sex and Violence taking on Pimps and Thugs, the other number one contenders for those titles, and we'll finally get a chance to see who the new tag team titles will be. And then, in the Fatal 4-Way Right to Fight match, it will be Aaron Emily, Athena, Sahara, and Ursula Ariano. In a Fatal 4-Way match, where the winner will move on to Pandemonium 9 to face Stacey Hardy for the UWA Women's Championship of the World. And remember, in this match, no pinfalls, only submission and knockout. So it's going to be brutal. And then, in a match that everyone wants to see, it's going to be the franchise player putting his West Coast title on the line against the number one contender, the Convict, for the West Coast Championship. And we all know that the franchise player will hold nothing back. He will, in fact, be spoiling for a fight to avenge the death of his friend Steve Heber. And then in the main event, it will be Vicious, Vampiro, and Vaughn Kreed for the UWA Championship in a 3-man war. And of course, up next, we'll feature a match between Vampiro and Vaughn Kreed, where the winner of that match will add a stipulation to the main event, of course, with Vicious as a special outside enforcer. Of course, Vaughn Kreed, if he wins, he said he'll add a stipulation to the match where only if he is not, he can only be in the decision for the title to change hands in that triple threat match. So that means if Vaughn Kreed wins, that means if Vampiro or Vicious put each other, for whatever reason, then that means Vaughn Kreed can still walk out as a UWA champion, giving him a fair level playing field going into that match. And also, at Claim to Fame, the enforcer has decreed that when he finds out who is behind the attack on Phillmo, and he will fight that, bring that man or woman, he doesn't even care who it is. When he finds out who it is, he's going to bring that person in the sports circle, in the middle of that ring, and beat the holy hell of him. That's what he said he's going to do in a sanctioned match at Love at First Fight. And of course, we will know who it will be at Love at First Fight, because Triple Six have already announced that he knows who is behind the attack of Phillmo. So it's only a matter of time before Nick Willis, the enforcer, has his revenge on the man or woman, like I said, who's behind that contract hit on Phillmo. Now it's main event time between Vaughn Kreed, the UWA champion, taking on Vampiro. Of course, it's no surprise that Vaughn Kreed will go to a stipulation where only if he gets pinned, then the title will change in the 3-man war match. But he was making a huge deal last time on Assault when he didn't understand why the enforcer Nick Willis was putting him in that match. He feels the champion should never be put in a situation where he can lose the title without even being pinned, submitted, or knocked out. here comes the opposition for Vaughn Kreed, Vampiro. Now, last episode of Assault, Vicious truly told the entire world why he is in fact the master of mind games. You see, it was part of the Enforcer's diabolical grand scheme to put this three-man war match between Vampiro, Vicious, and Vaughn Kreed. But really, it was all just he all thought it was going to be a handicap match, because both Vaughn Kreed and Vampiro both want to see Vicious laid out and destroyed. And we all thought that those two would work together to take him out at love at first fight. But when those three met at a confrontation on the last Assault, man, in the absolute quickness, Vicious easily turned the tables on them. The lights went out, and all we saw was this Vicious, Vampiro and Vaughn Kreed just sprawled along the mat, laid out, and then when those two woken up, they thought they hit each other, they attacked each other, they started fighting each other, and now Vampiro and the Vicious seems like those guys want to kill each other in that ring. So I promise you, at the first fight, it will be a fair triple threat match. We won't see any ganging up, that's for sure. Which is why tonight, Vaughn Kreed came up with this idea of a match to challenge Vampiro in this match. Now here comes the Enigma himself, Big Vicious, who will become the special outside enforcer in this upcoming match to ensure there will be a winner. Because there has to be a winner, because a stipulation has to be added to the match at first fight according to this match. What's going to happen once the bell rings here in a few moments here. Because Vicious is not really a person who will just stand idly by on the ringside in a match like this. Vicious is going to try to somehow get involved with this. And believe me, Vicious wants to see Vicious is a special outside enforcer, so he's in charge of making sure a clear-cut winner in this match. So if he sees Vaughn Kreed using weapons, using something illegal so he can win this match, we know Vaughn Kreed is going to step in there and stop things and make sure a match does not end like how Vaughn Kreed has been ending matches in the last couple months. If you see Vaughn Kreed come out of nowhere, pick up a win after the other opponents have been fighting it out, you can even see him grab a handful of tights in the bowling match at Stroke of Despair. So Vaughn Kreed is a man who will do anything imaginable just to win. But with Vicious outside, Vicious will make sure nothing like that happens in this match.
As you said, Rock Dog, yes, Vicious is a special guest ring enforcer, so he'll be sure to keep Vampiro and especially Vaughn Kreed in line. You see Vaughn Kreed taking down Vampiro. Vicious stomps. Vampiro missing with those, and Vaughn Kreed capitalizes here now. He's got him up here. What a slam in the middle of the ring. Ref checking out Vampiro, but Vampiro's back up. That shot again. Vaughn Kreed capitalizes like he does so well. Vampiro can't really seem to get off to a good start, as you see right here. Take that elbow. Vaughn Kreed distracted by Vicious right there. Finally taking Vaughn Kreed down, but misses with that clothesline. Oh, and connects with a huge big boot. Caught Vaughn Kreed off guard like it did me. Now he's missed with that big boot though. And pays the price with the neck breaker. Vaughn Kreed taunting again. I bet it's going to be his downfall. Yep. Oh, what a huge chop uppercut right there from Vampiro.
There's a reason why they call Vampiro undead. Now, because he could come back after any beating. he can come. I mean, there's nothing real. I can't really think of many things in this mortal world that can keep that man down. I mean, we just saw Vaughn Kreed, you know, this onslaught of attacks, and Vaughn Kreed acted like nothing even happened. He just popped right back up. So I'm sort of wondering what can Vaughn Kreed possibly do to Vampiro to win this match here.